Toronto Blue Jays lineup, written out by John Schneider. On base percentage, they're top 10 in baseball, 17th in home runs.
Move on that .591 career ERA against these Blue Jays. On for the 8th.
Brought to you by Toyota. White Sox baseball is underway. It's a first pitch fastball up. History to the great Ricky Henderson. With that scissor kick, he swing ball or changeup. On the ground, second base, Zach Remillard is on the.
Andrew Luis and Oscar Colas back in right field.
April. The total in that series was 20 to.
Not a factor right now.
No, but it's a humid day and it feels like one of those days. More than anybody else coming into today. As he takes up, and it's 3. That one had the middle of the zone. It's 3 in the AL East entering today. And that is a big rip and a changeup that
for 3-1 change. So if you're not looking for it, you swing at it anyway, which is a self.
Went back to the changeup, and it's infield side. Oscar Colas added to the roster today. Clint Frazier, a fantastic season for Toronto. And this, he stands side and down. It's a base hit. Sneak this in before the first pitch because Vlad Jr. very well star game for Vlad Guerrero Jr. and there's a slider for him. Strike 1. Nice one on strike 2. Down. And he laid off the slider. 1-2. Would you throw? He did. How about a 5th one? Do I hear 5?
A bat ending slider, but he couldn't throw either.
On Guerrero Jr. Strike 3. Changeup just. 3 balls, no strikes. The fans are being very helpful to Bassett. They're counting. All it takes is a small group of people to figure out you can treat it like a shot. 3-1. There's a 2-seamer running away from him. 3 and theme. 3-2. Called strike 3.
By UI hell. And it's Vart
there with a couple of sinkers in a row. Tim goes after them, skies it to right. George Springer. Slugging percentage against the sinker is not
plate off the plate.
First pitch curveball, ball 1.
And not for pitchers.
There's the 2-seamer. He stuffs it. So another sinker, 1 and.
So with that in mind, Chapman and Bichette on the left side should be getting some action.
Try to sinker away, 2-2, and let's see if he. It was a very slow sweeper. Another slow breaking ball, 3-2. 3-2. On the ground to shortstop. It was a 2-seamer, and the Blue Jays in game number 1 of a 3-game series. All-star break with the Cardinals coming in on Friday in the 2nd inning. Baseman, according to Fangraphs, only Jose Ramirez. High fastball, 1-2.
Yep.
High fastball turns to a slider. 2 balls, 2 out of the chute this year. He was having a tremendous start to the year when we saw him. He's rate more hard hit rate to what he does. 3-2 is called strike.
He has the low change. This is the higher of the 2 varieties. Catching job.
That was very well done, and you saw the zone for Nick Varsho, who was hitless in the opening series against the Sox. He was tomahawk to second base. Remillard gets the body in front today. He sounded very enthusiastic. First pitch, a changeup and a strike.
Lucas, 42 at bats against him. But obviously we're piled up when he was.
Who Pedro Grifol thinks very highly of from him. First base gives it a run toward that little league baseball. A lot of day baseball as Merrifield pops this on my partner.
Oh yeah, that was, well.
1-2. Sebi tried. 2 ball. Swing and a miss. Low fastball. First pitch. 2. Line drive again. That was a cutter. Single. Show and tell.
Yeah, eventually We're going to get to that, but I want to see the Sox score a little bit here, and then
0-1. Little tapper foul. 0-2. And a wave and a miss on the curveball. All right,
two-seamer works really well, righty to righty, especially.
Okay, so you're talking about the difference between 0-1 way outside.
Yeah, the splitter is this grip.
Kids in the backyard, you know, older, especially high school, do sinker. 1-2. On the ground toward third. Chapman plays it to second to get one there.
This is just flat out hustle by Oscar. He realizes that if he can beat
Ashland.
Yeah. And what he said was that he was dipping the front shoulder, meaning that's a lot of home runs.
There goes Oscar to throw down to second base. Hold that thought on Berger. He'll lead off the third. But I really want to take a bite of this. No.
Let's hope that Kirk.
On the ground, a shortstop. Tim Anderson. On the throw.
3 ground balls for Lucas, who usually throws fly balls. And
third inning brought to you by Hyundai. For all you young broadcasters out there. It's the 0-1. That's lined to right field and play.
2 anthems.
Yep.
For the game.
We'll have to see after a little bit of practice. It was a 1-1. Bloop. Colas coming in, and Chris Bassett on that list and making his first start at this ballpark since August 2.
Doesn't seem like it affects him at all. And one of the things that a few pitchers
it's a gruesome way to do it, but it 1-2 is a little bit up, more than that hit him. Berger gets plunked.
That got him off the forearm. Up that lead elbow, but that wouldn't have helped him, even if.
First pitch outside, thanks to Zach for being a part of our family. As Berger runs and Remillard takes.
As it appeared that Merrifield was going to cover.
Including that first ever day he was in the big leagues. Bichette at short, nice pick, and he
to the letters.
And some force behind it too.
And get him something that will make sure.
3-1.
Usually takes advantage of the right-handers.
That's low. It's ball 4 in the Feldco.
A lot of people leaving the ballpark tonight.
Have your barbecue during the day.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Left field side. Varsho on the move, and he'll. And guys saw it routinely and just couldn't really judge it.
No, because
there's a cutter upstairs for strike 3.